We're working on a 2007 Toyota Highlander, and we're going to be replacing the front struts. We're going to be replacing these old struts with brand new quick struts, meaning that they are completely assembled. We're getting a brand new strut, spring, and mount. Now, why we're replacing this today is because it is leaking. It is absolutely leaking. So let's get right into this. We're going to try to make this as easy and as simple as possible. So where I like to start is I like to start here, right at the stabilizer link. Now, these links can be a bear, an absolute bear. So please keep in mind that when we're removing this, it's not fun. So there's multiple ways we can do this. We can tighten this until it breaks. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't work. Other times we can put a Torx bit in here and then try to work that off. But in my experience, this typically strips out. Or what we can do is we can heat this up, right? We can heat that up. So let's get right into it. The first method we can try is we can put our 17mm socket and tighten it down until it breaks. So let's go ahead, tighten that down, and see if it breaks. Nope. That didn't work. Sometimes it works, other times it doesn't work. So the next order of business, go ahead and heat it up. But be extra careful, guys. You want to be careful because the strut is leaking. You never want to put the heat like this. You want to keep the heat away from the strut. Our nut is starting to turn red, guys. That's what we want. All right, go ahead, put a little bit of lubrication. All right, now what you want to do, get your impact on it. Now this is where the crowbar comes into play. Come from behind and put as much force and tension as you can. Wow, she's really in there, guys. Let's reposition our bar. And let's go ahead. Wow. Okay. So that stabilizer link does not want to remove. At this point, we're gonna have to cut that freaking thing off. We're gonna have to cut it off. All right, so the stabilizer link has been removed. Now at this point, we can go ahead and we can remove the strut. Listen, guys, the people who tell you go ahead, tighten it until it snaps, don't listen to them. If I would have just heated it up, put pressure behind it, this would have came out. But because I went and I cranked it down to try to snap the bolt, is why I couldn't get it off. All right, so that's how you deal with a stabilizer link. Now, let's proceed forward and start to disassemble this. All right, so now at this point, we have to remove the brake hose from the strut itself. Okay, now that your 12 mil has been removed, put it off to the side. get your brake hose and your ABS wire off of the strut, okay? Might be a 22 or a 24. No, it's a 22. I like to use an adjustable. Awesome. Got one more. There's two of them. Adjustable. Got it. Good. There it is. Very good. All right, so at this point, you can go ahead and separate the strut from the actual knuckle. All right, this is basically out now, guys. 14 millimeter. We're gonna break these loose. All right, so at this point now, guys, let me show you what to do. So we're on our last bolt, right? Let me show you. Now, what you want to do at this point is you want to hold the strut and then remove the bolt. We got one more holding. Okay, great. Now at this point, slide it on off to the side. And get it up and out of our way. At this point, we're going to install the new strut assembly. As you can see, it's a quick strut. It comes the strut, the spring, and the mount. What you want to do now is get one of your nuts ready to catch this. So, let's go in from the bottom. Let's line that up. Actually, got to tilt this that way. All right, so now that you got it up and all right, so now that it's in, catch your bolt. Oh, okay. So now that you got it all caught, the next order of business is obviously reverse order, put everything back together. If you guys found this video useful, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and share, baby. All right, I'll catch you guys on the next one.